Okay.
If I find my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me. If I find my way home, yeah.
Welcome back to your favorite channel. It's your boy Pelican Bay K9s. I want to send a big salute out to all the veterans that we supported and represented for Veterans Day. Hope y'all had a great day, yesterday. Man, it just is what it is. Big salute to all the brothers and sisters down in the chat. Everybody that's watching the channel, I always give it to you, man. And you know why I've been telling you. Fair, unbiased, raw, uncut. And what I say, some gonna like it and some ain't. You know what I'm saying? And when I said that, that shit just plays out. It plays out over and over and over and over again. We got some dog talk to speak about today, man. We got some dog talk to speak about today. See, the thing is, we're gonna start this thing off because I'm trying to figure out why someone would talk about somebody so much and block them. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, brothers and sisters. And I find that, I see that a lot especially across Facebook, and not even necessarily with the dogs. People in general. A person might have a problem with a person, but they got them blocked out on their page and they constantly talking about that person. That's coward stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna speak about somebody, then have it where your airwaves are open. You know what I'm saying? That way that person can see what you're saying and respond to what you're saying. Only cowards do that, the way they block out the person that they're talking about. And I see a lot of that, man. And I'm trying to figure out why would somebody, people in this dog community, you know what I'm saying, or why would the fake Waccamaw block anybody out, block me out, block the next person out? Why would any of y'all groups block me out? I haven't did anything to your group to make your group get shut down. But because I don't agree with everything that your group may be talking about, you want to block me out. That's coward shit, man. That's why I tell brothers and sisters today, a lot of these brothers, they don't got the mentality to be in the dog game. You know what I'm saying? And then once that money came in the dog game, that's what ruined it. You looking at it right now in your face, brothers and sisters, you looking at it go down. What ruined the dog game? We can blame it on every single thing. But the love and the greed of money ruined the dog game from what it used to be, not in the damn 90s, way back in the days before the brothers start chasing after the dollar with these hounds. You know what I'm saying? Way back in the days, it was more to have a reputation with a dog. And I'm not talking about no 90s, no 80s, I'm talking about back in the days. With the reputation your dog had. Now, when the chasing this money come into play, it comes with corruption. You know what I'm saying? It comes with corruption, man. And it's sad, like I say, that a brother would block folk off these channels, and then he speak about them so much. When I speak about folk, you ain't blocked from my YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I want you to see. I want you to respond. So like I said, man, folk wanna be in situations that they just don't fit in. And like the brother said in my comments, what brothers get in my comments with these fake pages, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna get up there and talk about nothing. When you drop the links, they don't get up there and talk. They make these fake pages and they make comments. They said, don't try to fit in. Don't get caught up trying to fit in. He wasn't talking for me, he was talking against me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to fit in with a certain. I'm not trying to fit in at all. You understand? That's the thing about it. I'm trying to tell many of y'all brothers that's coming at me with these comments, I'm not trying to be where you at. You trying to fit in. You know what I'm saying? You trying to validate yourself and what you got. I don't give a damn if you believe what I say about my stories or not. I got a whole podcast, a whole show that I do. You know what I'm saying? modern day time. You know, I got things that I do with these dogs, modern day time. And I can show and prove what I do with these dogs, modern day time. So with me, it really don't matter. You know, and like I said, why would I try to fit in with a community that show is high on level of ignorance? And like I said, when I see this type of stuff, it's not to all the dog brothers. It's only to some of them. A lot of them. More than what you would think. You know what I'm saying? More than what you would think. A lot of these brothers, they don't think logical. You know what I'm saying? Brothers want to get up here, like I said before. You this, and I ain't even got into the video yet. We gonna have a good time tonight, brothers and sisters. We gonna talk about some stuff today, man. Yeah, we gonna talk about some of this rigged up stuff, all kind of stuff. Yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. We wanna talk about why they got champions, or what. We gonna talk about it tonight. We ain't even got started yet. We ain't even warm up the stove yet. Like I told these brothers, you know, brothers, DJ Dynamite want to say he King Petty. He King Petty and listen, I'm not trying to be petty. I'm telling the truth out here. You know what I'm saying? See, it's a difference when you out here lying and talking about petty and lying and making up shit than when you out here telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Big difference, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, because the truth get exposed, you know, brothers is really getting, I'm gonna tell y'all like this right now, man. For what I see over the past couple weeks, folk is really getting desperate out here. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to these big John dogs, you know, and you're moving reckless. See, you don't know what's going on out here in this dog game. You play the back streets too long and then you send a dummy out here trying to be a spokesman in a dog game that he don't know shit about. See, Dynamite, maybe if this was a Jazzy Jeff record or a Rakim record or maybe a Future or some of the NBA Young, maybe you'll know about that. No doubt. But when it comes to this shit in this modern day dog game, you jump head first like a jackass. And the game is exposed. And now, the thing about it, man, is like, what this guy is doing is ridiculous because he's bringing so many people involved to his situation. You welcome on DJ Dynamite, right? You welcome all right? Okay, you bringing everybody into your situation. People that don't got nothing to do with your situation, you bringing them in, trying to validate what everybody know is true. It don't exist. You know, and the thing about it, in this video, I keep telling you, this shit don't stop. You call it you being petty, I call it me telling the truth and me bringing this shit to the light. You know, when you got bulldog credentials, you can stand on your own shit. See, that's what I'm doing, Dynamite. You don't see me going to get help from this person, help from that person, help from this person. No, none of that. And see, you talking about I'm in cahoots with SBS. Now he talking about I'm in cahoots with SBS brothers. That's what lets me know Sonny in the background feeding you all kind of bullshit. You running to him like you his son, feeding you all kind of bullshit, and y'all trying to cahoots against me. At the end of the day, and I'm gonna explain all this shit and give you real bulldog talk out here, you know, without all the petty stuff. Just if you call it whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna give it to you. You know, I'm just gonna give it to you, man, because it don't make no sense how evil this dog game is for $1. Everybody wanna make money. It's enough money for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Enough money for everybody. And Dynamite is showing me he's no different than the rest of the boys with no credentials. No different than the rest of them with no credentials at all. Nothing to stand on for your own. Like I said before, you want to be them boys so bad. Want to be them so bad. Trying to do everything to make me oh, he this, he that. We're going to talk about the stolen dog and all. We're going to talk about the stolen dog. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. See, he bringing everybody in. Dynamite. The real Waccamaw didn't want to be up on social media like this. But you bringing them out here. You bringing them out here because you didn't know all that. You know what I'm saying? The same way you didn't know about them dogs you supposed to be got from the dog pound. We gonna talk about all that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, y'all come on up here. Y'all get ready. Y'all get right. Y'all here, PBK9s. Like I told y'all, we going off tonight. We talking about these dogs. That's what y'all want to hear, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm always going off on the Eli. I'm always going off on the Red Boy or the Jeep. You know what I'm saying? But we talking about the truth when it comes to these dogs. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, it don't gotta be that way. You know what I'm saying? It don't gotta be that way. It all boils down to a person who want to be something they ain't. Earning a name for your own self. The same way you earn a name to DJ. You know, you've been DJing a long time. You know, and you still ain't got your name up there with, you know, up there in the town going a level in the dog game. You know, you ain't up there with drama and none of them boys and none of that type of shit when it come to DJing. You just wasting time. You know, you a low level DJ. You know what I'm saying? Just wasting time. Now you come over here in the dog game and you done call the police on 2 different people. And now this is what he says, brothers. We don't got no proof of that. And then, but yet he take claim to say he did it. You know, thumbs up when the brother said he did it, right? But anyway, like I said, we gonna speak about all that, man. We gonna speak about all that. Cause the dog game at this point right now, you know, I don't even know if Waccamaw can control it anymore because it's way past their control. You know what I'm saying? Way past their control. They should have controlled it before he came out here with the lie. They should have had it all under control then. That way everything would have went smooth on their end. You know, it's only gonna get worse for them. You know what I'm saying? It's only gonna get worse for them. It's not gonna get no better. And he don't understand it because he don't got like like I'm gonna say, man, he don't got nothing to lose when it comes to these dogs. You know, he talk about somebody's yard, but like I said, he not gonna go out there. That's why he can't never show y'all the mama dog with the puppies. He not rearing these puppies. You know what I'm saying? He not rearing none of these puppies. These puppies is an hour and 2 hours away from him. Different people who got dogs. You know, it's all a big scandal. And because I'm bringing it out, they doing anything. I say they, you heard me say they doing anything, getting desperate to try to discredit me or to try to say I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? But Sonny can't bring you out of this right here, DJ Dynamite. Fake Waccamaw. Sonny can't bring you out of this. Like I said before, man, what part of it you mad about what I'm talking about? That your kennel partner got an open sled case? You know what I'm saying? What part you mad about? That before your kennel partner even got in that sled case, them boys from Andrews, them boys from all in that area, all them areas over there, Heavyweight, all that area was saying he wasn't right. You know, what part is you mad about, Dynamite? The part that I say, oh, you ain't 100% out the clear that you didn't call the police on Ed Moutry and got the dogs over there. You're not even all the way 100 out the clear of that. And the reason why I say that's Dynamite is because when you was calling me trying to get puppies off Mellow Yellow, you had something against that dude because you didn't want me to let him know anything about you getting the dogs from me from Mellow Yellow. You wanted me to keep that secret from him. And y'all supposed to be kennel partners. So you was already doing something, like I said, or you already had something against that brother that he didn't know you had against him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say nothing because I didn't know, like, what's, okay, don't want me to, all right. So I didn't say anything. But now we here to a point where a lot of things got to be cleared up and a lot of things got to be, you know, spoken on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things got to be spoken on because the more and more you talk, Dynamite, the more and more you talk, the more and more you bring back memories to me of brothers getting wrong with these dogs out here. You know what I'm saying? See, let me explain something. Because we're going to talk about this too right here, brothers. Oh, man, we're going to talk about this. The dog Conway that took an L against that dog Toby. I want to say it was Toby. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that too. Dynamite don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? This stuff that I seen. You know what I'm saying? This stuff that I seen. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Oh, y'all come on up in here. We gonna get deep. We gonna get deep. I tell them, and this small arm fire, man. They ain't ready for no war, man. They ain't ready for no war. This is small arm fire, and I'm gonna show you how I get down and dirty with this thing right here, man. It just is what it is. Big salute to my brothers and sisters down in the chat. Big salute to everybody that's watching. Like I said before, everybody that's taking care of them animals, taking care of them pets across the world. It's your boy, Pelican K9s, on the PBC, Pelican Bay Corner, where we get to them fair and cut, raw and unbiased. And big shout out to everybody that subscribed to the Big Dog TV Unchained, man. It is what it is. We got that thing rocking. Big salute to all my folk in South Carolina, all my folk in Georgia, all my folk in Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, you know what I'm saying? All my folk in North Carolina, you know, VA. Big salute to all my brothers all across the country. We gonna get down to this dog talk today. See, no matter what gets said, what names they get called, the thing is, the dogs don't exist from the dog pound, and the sperm, we almost guarantee the sperm don't exist because we see folk is about lying now for $1. We see folk about lying now for $1. And this the thing, man. This the thing. It's a two-man conspiracy to shit us hard-working, hard having money brothers out of our dollars. You know what I'm saying? It's a conspiracy, a two-man conspiracy. You know, and this the thing. This the thing. Sonny, this the thing. You wasn't trying to answer the phone for nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here doing the right things with these dogs, talking about the right things with these dogs. Everybody better understand this. I'm a say no to dog fighting advocate. I'm probably a bigger advocate than the Humane Society. I don't do none of the dirty stuff. I just promote the news, and I tell brothers to take a different route with these pit bulls in modern day time. You know, and I guarantee I reach more people probably than the Humane Society when it comes to thinking. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, man, it's a two-man conspiracy. You know, when I was trying to do right with these brothers playing like they ain't in the dog game. You know what I'm saying? Playing like they ain't in the dog game. You know, and let's speak about this. Playing like they ain't in the dog game. But yet, Waccamaw really got 3 dogs over there. He had 3 dogs at least, which was the two puppies off Fletcher and Mellow Yellow litter. And then he had another one, you know what I'm saying, that he got from somebody else. All the dogs were young puppies that grew up. Now, this the thing. Now, any of y'all brothers that know Waccamaw, ask yourself this again as well. If they would have had any dogs from the dog pound, you know, this is the thing. The dogs would have had to be released to the owners of the dogs. You know, if he would have got the dogs when they first got released. This is the thing I'm telling y'all. Sonny told me the dogs got took. You know, he told me not the dogs got took, that they released the dogs, told them they didn't want to get them. Now, you know what I'm saying? If he wasn't lying, right? If he wasn't lying, and Dynamite got the dogs, y'all don't think Waccamaw would have kept Buddy on their property? You already got Fletcher, Fletcher and Mellow Yellow, brother and sister, plus the other little puppy. What would have hurt when you'd have kept Buddy? What would have hurt when you'd have kept Quick? What would have hurt when you'd have kept Wrangler? You think you're gonna let them sit over there while you keep Mellow Yellow them on your yard? Mellow Yellow them offspring, siblings on your yard, but you're gonna let Buddy, Quick, and all them stay on Dynamite yard, right? See, the more and more Dynamite bring this and keep talking this bullshit, the more and more we bring the lies out. You know what I'm saying? The more and more we bring the lies out. Now, that's if they got the dogs back then. It's no way in hell they got dogs from 2 years later when them folk was charging you $23,000, $24,000, $25,000 3 days. When the court day went, it was $20-some thousand to get them dogs back. From what I was told from Waccamaw, the old man said, if he gonna pay $20-some thousand, you can keep the damn dogs. And this is when Not even an hour after they walked out the courtroom. Okay. So now, let's just say where the dogs went from there. Everybody with common sense know once a person that's in a court case say you can keep the dogs, talking to the state, once they ever say that, and the state hit that gavel and the case over, they make that call, they get put to sleep, and they get shipped to wherever they're getting adopted out to. It ain't no more holding them around, waiting around for who? Why we gonna keep them all in one bunch? Why we gonna keep them all? Some getting adopted out, somebody getting this one, and these getting put down. We're talking about 2 years later, where this guy is supposedly saying they kept them all in one place, all together. So that means, how they kept them all together? That means the case still open? Only way they gonna keep them dogs together if the case was still open. You know, there's no way they gonna keep all them dogs together for no 2 years. One lie, again, like I said, we ain't even got started yet in this show tonight, man. We're gonna have a good time tonight. We're gonna talk some bulldog talk, and we're gonna get into it, man. You know, 2 years. We don't got no backstreet breedings off Buddy, no backstreet breedings off Quick, no backstreet breedings off Wrangler, no backstreet breedings off Johnson. You mean to tell me, you say, this is another lie. I only got the young dogs. This coming from Dynamite. Dynamite said he only got the young dogs. If they kept all them dogs together, you know, if they kept all the dogs together, which is a damn lie, you know, he only got the young dogs. You don't think Waccamaw would have went there and showed him which dogs to get? Now, all of a sudden, once the dogs go to the dog pound and come back to his yard, Buddy don't breed no more. Buddy was the number one stud on the yard making puppies until he get back into this lie and this story and all that. Now he's sterile. You know what I'm saying? All the talking that's going back and forth, right? Not once has DJ Dynamite showed y'all any of these dogs that he got back from the dog pound on video. He do a whole lot of typing, you know what I'm saying? And he computer literate. He know how to work a computer. He have not showed you none of them old dogs on a video. You mean to tell me Sonny gonna hold Hacksaw, son and daughter at his house for damn near 2 years? Give them to you? And y'all don't get Hacksaw from the dog pound? A young dog? And like I said, there's no way Waccamaw gonna take care of Mellow Yellow, them brother and sister, while you keep all they old dogs over there. What's the purpose? You got 3 pit bulls, you might as well have 5. Put Buddy and Quick back over there with you. You know? It don't make no sense. No backstreet breedings were made off any of these disposably dogs that came from the dog pound in 2 years. Nope. Like I said, I keep saying it 2 years, but brothers have to realize it and sisters have to realize it. There was 2 lies told, so when I say 2 years, it's talking about from what y'all know. He told me he got them when it first happened. You know, he didn't tell me he just got them when he got Mellow Yellow, them brother and sister. He didn't tell me that. He told the other half of the country that. But he didn't understand the internet and how stories meet up like 2 mountains in a valley. Stories meet up. So now we don't got no breedings. You trying to get dogs off Mellow Yellow. All the dogs you supposed to be got out from the dog pound, plus this Big John sperm you supposed to be got. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing I want to talk about, man. This is the thing I want to talk about, because like I said, we ain't got deep into this shit yet. You know, y'all keep talking about Big John sperm and Little John sperm. You know, I'm talking to Waccamaw, right? Sonny, Waccamaw. When it comes to Little John sperm, how is that Little John sperm relevant right now? Y'all never even used that Little John sperm since he died. You know, what would make me want to get a puppy off a Little John sperm when you never even used it yourself, supposedly? You never used it yourself on the dogs. So what makes it relevant now? What makes the Big John sperm relevant now when you haven't been using it? And I bet y'all 100% that Big John sperm won't throw no blind brindle dogs. I bet y'all that big giant sperm won't throw no brown brindle dogs. Cause like I said, if there's any sperm stored up, it ain't all big giant. I'm certain at this point. You know, I see how you're lying for $1. You trying to call these folk, Sonny, you weren't trying to answer the phone. You trying to hide. When I was promoting positive with this line of dogs, you trying to hide. I'm saying, I'm begging you, let's go to the dog shows. Let's represent this big giant shit at the dog shows. I ain't into dogs, I ain't into dogs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you trying to hide. But when your dummy come out here making an ass out of both of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Making an ass out of both of y'all, hey, now you're trying to call people. Now you're trying to call this person, that person. Oh, he just talking. He mad. Nah, dog, I got my own shit going on. You know what I'm saying? That's why I post this card right here. You know what I'm saying? This card right here, over 26 years old. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing my thing. This ain't nothing I just made up. This shit wasn't printed up with no smartphones and all that shit was out. You know what I'm saying? We had no kid phones and all that, man. I took this shit with a real camera. Went and got it pressed up at CVS, and then took it from CVS. I took the picture to a Photoshop and got it developed to some business cards. You know, and this the last one I got left. I found it. You know what I'm saying? Been promoting Pelican Bay, man. I ain't never been trying to ride on what Waccamaw doing. You know what I'm saying? It always been like that with me, man. You know? Always been like that. Like I said, man, you know, we getting down to some of this dog talk today, man. You know what I'm saying? We get down to this dog talk. This brother, when the buildings got hit, 2001, you didn't know nothing about no yellow dogs, DJ Dynamite. You didn't know nothing about no yellow dogs when the buildings got hit, man. I consider that shit modern day. Not even modern day. I consider when the buildings got hit 01, I consider that way after a lot of these stories I'm talking about. Now I'm going back into the mid-90s, dog. In my teens, fam. I'm standing on my own out here. You know? And like I say, at this point right here, folks see what Waccamaw lying about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all saying a million different things. You worrying about what I'm driving. You worrying about, like I said before, everything I'm doing besides you ain't got them dogs from the dog pound and you ain't got that big giant sperm. And my question is, like I said this now, what y'all waiting on to use the little giant sperm? He died a long time ago. Y'all ain't got no dogs off Little John on that damn yard. That is so crazy. That is so crazy. There's no way I can have a champion that died a long time ago, 20-some years ago, and I'm breeding nothing but that family of dogs. I ain't going out to no Eli, I ain't going out to no Jeep. I'm only breeding this family of dogs. And then I don't use none of the little giant shit. See, the sperm get used when the opportunity feels right to use it. Oh, they feeding into this now. They feeding into this now. Let's use it. See, I've been bigging up that big giant shit and it was sitting back so long. Oh, it's the right opportunity now. Let's do this bullshit. Nah, dog. You could have did it yourself and none of this shit would have happened. Because I would have never stepped to you about what you got going on with your dogs, Waccamaw. But when you flunky, get up there and everybody wanna be the man. Everybody wanna be the man. I'm just a news anchor. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a news anchor. Like I said before, I don't need a dog. So let Dynamite know that as well. When you're calling the police on these brothers, hey, I don't gotta have a dog, and I'm still gonna be smashing on them big giant dogs. And the ones that's good, let me explain this too as well. Brothers got great big giant dogs all across this country. That don't affect nothing with the bloodline. Those are some great dogs that these brothers got, that everybody got scattered out across this country. Just because I'm talking the way I'm talking, they don't got nothing to do with y'all dogs. It got something to do with a lie, and a lie that they want to push on y'all brothers. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, to everybody that got them big giant dogs, breed what you got, use what you got, and that's how you got to run with your program thus far. You know what I'm saying? That old Waccamaw shit you used to, it ain't no more, man. It ain't no more. It might be hard for you to get it in your head, but you got to just run what you running and keep going forward, man. Keep going forward. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's all I can do. I mean, you do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Do what you want to do. Like I said, we ain't even getting warmed up yet, man. We ain't even getting warmed up yet. Salute to that brother down in the chat, man, that just hit that like button, man. Or that sister that just hit that like button up. Salute to you, fam. You know what I'm saying? We just getting warmed up out here. Yes, we is. Brothers trying to conspire to take our hard-earned dollars, man. Oh, man. Hey, you must have started, man, look here. Shut up, Hirsch. Shut up now. Shut up. And now, this let me know that Waccamaw is conspiring with the fake Waccamaw, talking on the back streets, telling them all kind of shit to say. Talking about me and SBS in cahoots. You know what I'm saying? SBS ain't telling me nothing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't telling me a damn thing, period. Dynamite, I fuck with a lot of people. A lot of people fuck with me. You know, they fuck with me. So folk gonna let me know no matter how much you block me. Like I said, it's so easy for me to make a fake page and go on your channel and go on your little Facebook page and get up there and read it, but I don't care what you're talking about. Because you're lying. You're talking about a bunch of bullshit. You know, you want to be seen. And folk, I mean, like I asked you before, you know, which dog is it coming off of? Little Thunder? Rattler? You know what I'm saying? Big John 4? Which dog is it coming off of? Who the sperm off of? Who the Little John sperm off of? Country? Big Country? Because it ain't off Little John. If y'all held Big John sperm and Little John sperm that long, lost your dogs, and then let Dynamite get them, let Dynamite get the few that y'all had off of Mellow Yellow them, without doing any breedings, and thought he was going to be able to resurrect whatever y'all got going on. If y'all did all that and didn't breed them sperm breedings for this long, that was a jackass move that y'all pulled. Before all this shit happened, you've been hearing some of these brothers that normally buy dogs from you, Waccamaw. You've been hearing some of these brothers saying that a lot of your dogs was losing their traits. I ain't talking about these out-of-state brothers. I'm talking about these South Carolina brothers. You've been hearing brothers saying that shit. Why wouldn't you breed the core back into it? Why wouldn't you breed Little John back into that buddy stuff? All them Ronda Rousey Rattler dog. Why wouldn't you breed Little John in that stuff? It don't make sense. You see, and what brings that lie out, what brings it out to the point and let everybody know y'all lying now, you know what I'm saying? And we gotta say y'all because it's a two-man game trying to conspire us. So we gotta say y'all. What lets everybody know that y'all lying is because the dogs got took. See, if the dogs would have never got took, we would have never known about all this shit. You know what I'm saying? The lie would have just kept going on, and the dog pound lie would have never existed because they would have never got took. But when the dogs got took, now it exposed because it put you on the front street. You mean to tell me you're not gonna use that sperm now? This is what you get sperm for. When your dogs get took, you still got the dogs. What are you gonna wait to use the sperm when you can't even lift up a dog? You breeding, so you mean to tell me Big John is a 60 going on 70-pound dog? You don't get no younger. What you waiting on? To get 70, 80 years old? To where you can't lift up them big 60, 70-pound dogs? Oh, you ain't worrying about it because you know they ain't coming down off the 60 or 70-pound dog. Brothers and sisters, let me ask you this. Why is Mellow Yellow puppies coming out heavier than any of the Waccamaw dogs was coming 5 years, 10 years since they've been breeding before they lost their dogs? If you start back from the time they lost their dogs and go back 10 years, them dogs off Mellow Yellow is bigger than most of them damn dogs. 60 and 70-pound dogs. A lot of the brothers that got dogs that came down from the last 10 years off that Waccamaw shit is in between the mid-40s. You know what I'm saying? The mid-40s. Some of these brothers get into the 50s. We talking about mid-40s. Mellow Yellow puppies, 50s and 60s. Why is that? Same dogs, brothers, sisters. Let me tell you exactly why that is. It's because I'm in the kitchen baking fresh biscuits. You know what I'm saying? I'm caring what I'm giving my customers. I'm in the kitchen baking fresh biscuits, buttering them down, making sure they're hot when I give them to you. You know what I'm saying? While they taking the same biscuits I got the same biscuits they got, but they taking theirs, they cooking them at nighttime, and they put them in the freezer, They're getting them out the next day and thawing them out and giving them to you and selling them high to you and saying, oh, just because they churches, chickens, biscuits, you know what I'm saying? Just because they churches, chickens, biscuits, they gonna sell. And people complain, oh, that churches over there, they got stale biscuits. They got stale biscuits. But when I get the churches, the biscuits from Hirsch over here, them biscuits fluffy and fresh and hot. That's because I take pride in my shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a little too relaxed, Waccamaw, thinking, oh, just because you Waccamaw, you don't got to give people healthy, great dogs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got too relaxed. In this video here, I told you, your boy done put you in a position you don't want to be in. You know what I'm saying? He done put you in a position you don't want to be in, because see, I don't got to make up shit. I'm just going straight off the dome. And the more he get on his little dirty side of Facebook and talk bullshit, I'm just gonna keep remembering. You know what I'm saying? Keep remembering. Now he getting on this page talking about Saber 2000 was stolen. Man, this guy is doing anything and everything he can, you know what I'm saying, to try to discredit me, or either to try, and like I said, he bringing people that he don't even understand into situations. He don't care. He just trying to stick up for Big John. Like I told y'all, he just like Steven on the Django. You know what I'm saying? He just trying to jump off the cliff for Big John, so I'm gonna poke his ass, make him jump off the cliff, and poke Sonny ass, make him jump off the damn cliff. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the damn day. Now, he talking about Saber 2000. Now, this the thing. Saber 2000 ain't stolen. Now, Sonny bred Saber 2000. You know, SBS bought her under another name. SBS had her under another name. SBS worked some type of deal, I don't know, and I'm not putting nobody else in it, unlike DJ Dynamite put other people in it. SBS worked another deal with the brothers in South Carolina. Some type of deal with the dog Pandora, with the brothers from South Carolina. A dog deal. All right? Now, the brothers who got the dog in South Carolina selling the Sonny house. Sonny says she don't have no puppies. This dog had a litter of puppies and all. Give it back to the brother. You can see she done had puppies, you know. Not only did she have puppies, she helped whelp another litter of puppies. She raised 2 litters at one time. Her litter and another litter at one time. Sonny gave the guy's dog back and said it didn't have no puppies. I mean, you know, it never had no puppies, no nothing. So, thing was, I ended up getting the dog from the brother. You know what I'm saying? I got the dog from the brother. And this the thing, how I got the dog. Let me show y'all these dogs right here in this video right here. I'm about to show y'all these dogs. I got rid of these dogs so I can get a dog which I named Saber 2000.
I can't get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been looking for a boy who can treat me right. Your dark hair with those eyes so bright. They look into my soul and it sparks my life. Can I take you there? Like it was the first time, do you remember? Can I take you there? Back to when we felt like this was forever. Can I take you there? Like it was the first time, do you remember? Can I take you there? You're all I need.
I didn't change up no pedigree, no none of that. Sonny had to sign off on the dogs. How do you think I got the papers on them? I had to send the papers in to Bonafide, you know. To walk them all right up, I had to send the papers in to Bonafide to get them in my name. See, this all the stuff that Dynamite brings out, and it don't got nothing to do with him. But he don't understand because he trying to show Sonny that he's a soldier and he's just a little bitch. You know what I'm saying? He's just a little bitch. So Sonny signs off on the dog. And, you know, I get the papers back. And I name her Saber 2000. Nothing wrong with the dog. Nothing wrong with the puppies. Like I said, nothing wrong with none of them Big John dogs that's on the ground already. We're not gonna make that an issue about Big John dogs. We're gonna make it an issue about his Big John dogs. You know what I'm saying? See the shoe on the other foot now, Waccamaw, real Waccamaw, because there's a lot of these kennels out here got more of your dogs than you got. And that hurts y'all. You know, it hurts you to see somebody out here looking like they're making money, and you probably sit back and think, oh, I'm making money, and you before you see these brothers out here wanting these dogs, and me up here talking about these Big John dogs, you hiding and still hiding in the backfield. And then Dynamite got the nerve to come to me and say, the black brothers get a chance to make $1 off the line. Who came up with that line between y'all? You know, that lets me know Dynamite don't look at himself as equal. Big homie, I've been making money regardless. I've been making money off the dogs. Regardless, my line, whatever line I'm pumping off of. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to ride on that boat you riding on. When I say friends, I'm a friend with Waccamaw. I'm not a peasant to what he got going on. But see, at the end of the day, I'm not considered a friend to him. Don't be fooled no more, Hirsch. Don't be fooled by none of these motherfuckers out here faking like they their friends and all kind of shit so they can get shit out you. You know what I'm saying? And then once they can't get nothing out you, they do what they gotta do to make sure they shit try to stay straight. Which I understand because that's your shit. But you didn't Waccamaw, Sonny, you send somebody out here and they come out here saying, making up all kind of lies and saying all kind of shit that they don't know what they're talking about me because of a Big John dog. So I'm gonna give these brothers the truth out here today. You know what I'm saying? And dog was never stolen. And like I said before, I hope DJ Dynamite can get puppies off of Saber 2000. Because if he can get puppies off Saber 2000, that'll let the little boy Marcel Shepard know that he done got shitted by D-Man. The termite D-Man. D-Man with the termite dogs had that dog for 3 years, going on 4 years, told Marcel he ain't get no puppies off of her. So if Dynamite get any puppies off that dog, D-Man shit you out of puppies. But you ain't willing to chase the truth. You want to run around here and chase some bullshit because you want to seem a certain kind of way and you want to follow the crowd. But like I said, you get the same thing, man. You get the same thing at this point. Same thing at this point. Bullets fly, they fly. I don't even care who they hit. See, at this point, Sonny can't help you because at the end of the day, he couldn't do nothing when Arbor Harris is on his ass. You know what I'm saying? I had to come defend him when Arbor Harris is on him. You know? He was damn near taking him out, so he can't do nothing to help you. Now, let's get to talking about this dog shit since y'all want to conspire on us hard working dog brothers that want some real pedigrees and some real dogs. Since y'all want to, let's get to talking about split ears, right? You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about split ears and then we're going to talk about Johnny Wonder. But the thing I want to know about split ears, and I'm looking at what Going Hard them say about setting up matches and all kind of shit like that, right? Listen to this, brothers. I'm barely even 20 years old, 19 years old. You know what I'm saying? You talking about full season dog men. So first, y'all already know, you really know I don't know too much compared to what y'all got going on. I really don't know what I'm doing. All right, now, you don't even put split ears on the scales. You bring them straight from the backyard. You already know what my dog weigh. You know what I'm saying? I check my dog and all that. Don't even bring him to the scales. But this is the thing I'm talking about. He's supposed to be a champion now, right? On his online page says he's a champion. My thing is, Was he a champion before Sambo went on him? So you brought a champion out without putting him on the scale, and he was at least right at 10 pounds bigger than Sambo. At least 10 pounds bigger. Brought him out because he ain't do nothing since Sambo. He didn't make no championship title after Sambo. If he was a champion, he was champion before he went on boat. So you brought a champion out on a young buck, or you brought a two-timer out on a young buck. One or the other. He either was already a champion or he made champion on Sambo. Now that wasn't a contract to show. That was, oh, you got something you want to bring it. No, for a fact, he never did nothing after Sambo. Taking advantage of young brothers, right? Now, Johnny One Nut situation. This is what I want to know. When Sambo was cobra clutching that motherfucker, and the old man say, take him out back and put him down. How did you feel then, right? My homeboy bought the dog in the box for $400 or $500. My kennel partner right now that I deal with my yard, with the second yard, he bought the dog for $400-$500. Left him over there to get IVs because he was all the way dehydrated. He couldn't walk. And Bo left out there stepping like a damn reindeer, stepping high. Stepping high. That shit had the old man pissed. Sold it to us for pennies. 5 days later, my homeboy called for the dog to come pick the dog back up. Not even 5 days, a couple days later to get the dog. Oh, I'm gonna keep the dog now. You end up studying the dog out. Johnny One Nut studying him out. And still didn't put the loss by his name on online pedigree. You know? Still didn't put the loss by his name. Oh, that ain't all the dog stuff that I done got. Now, let's talk about how y'all line me up, right? Waccamaw, let's talk about how y'all line me up. Y'all, see, all my brothers and sisters, y'all know the show that I tell y'all about with Sambo, that I got beat in, and the dude who was refereeing was the dude who dog it was? I'm finding more and more about this shit out as the time go along, man. When it first happened, they said, oh, man, a year after the show, they were folks saying, oh, the same man, the referee, was the man that conditioned it. I rode with that for a long time. But then it come out that the man who was refereeing, you know, it was his damn dog that he conditioned and had somebody else in the square handling them. So when you bring me down here and you acting like you on my side coming down here, you know, and you and the referee is friends, you know, and I'm the only odd person down here, and now everything come out years later. I got lined up, man. Like I said, when it comes to these dollars, you know what I'm saying, these brothers do whatever they can do, you know, to look a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying, to look a certain kind of way. And like I said, man, all because of two things. You know, one thing particular, them dogs from the dog pound. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? All this shit just because you want to prove you got some damn dogs. But there's only one way to prove it. Go out there and take pictures with the dogs. Man, all this talking, all that bullshit you're doing, go take pictures with the dogs. You can't do it. And since you talk about yards, go in your own yard and take pictures with the dogs. You can't do it. Now, let me ask you something right here. Since you want to bring up all this stuff, all this crazy stuff, let's talk real facts. Now, your boy kennel partner got the open sled investigation case. There's another thing. You so pressed on saying you got the dogs back, and you so pressed on keeping secrets, and you so pressed on, and we see that you ain't got no kind of puppies or nothing, no offspring. What if when your boy got busted in early part of March the 14th by the South Carolina sled, your kennel partner, what if there was them Waccamaw dogs he got busted with? Now, you know, what if that was them Waccamaw dogs he got busted with is what I said. Let me show y'all a couple of these dogs. Let me show y'all a couple of them dogs. What if them was the Waccamaw dogs? And that's another jackass move you would have made by the originals themselves to give the dogs to some hot motherfuckers. See, Sonny, I keep telling you, I blame you for this shit, man. Greed, money. And now you're in a situation where money can't, hey, it is what it is. I ain't gonna say it can't save you. You know, it ain't nothing bad, you just folk know you're lying now. You can still sell your dogs, breed your dogs, however. You know, and one thing I gotta say, I'm not gonna say nothing about them boys' credentials from back in the days because I'm quite sure they was true bulldoggers. I'm not here to try to knock their credentials from back in the days. You know what I'm saying? What I'm talking about is the modern day stuff that's going on now. We're not talking about nothing illegal. Everything that we speaking about on this video is legal. Sperm breeding is legal. You know what I'm saying? Getting dogs from the dog pound is legal. But the lies just don't fit good with the community, man. The lies just don't fit good with the community. It's like, I mean, no matter what, this is why I keep telling brothers. And Sonny, you better realize this shit. No matter what you say or he say, it don't stop me from coming up here on my damn channel and preaching to these brothers about bootleg, fake shit, real lines and no lines and lines that exist. You know what I'm saying? These brothers rather have some of the best Bolio dogs, some of the best Eli dogs, some of the best Jeep dogs. They don't care about, because it come from Waccamaw. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about that shit, man. You know, y'all stayed in that little bubble so long that y'all stuck and don't know what the world thinks no more. You know what I'm saying? I've been dealing with people out here and I know what's going on out here. That's where you're fucked up at. You know what I'm saying? That's where you fucked up at. You sent a dummy out here that don't know what's going on. Recording brothers, straight up recording brothers on their calls. You know, calling people, harassing them every damn day. Harassing folk. Why? I mean, come on, man. Does that sound like a person with the dogs? Or does that sound like a person that's trying to learn his damn self? Does that sound like a person? Man, listen, man, I'm just going to say it like this, you know. At the end of the day, they shit me with split ears and Sambo, you know what I'm saying? But I took it on the chin because I'm a bulldogger, you know what I'm saying? I'm a bulldogger. They socked me up to get lined up, you know what I'm saying? Look at Fletcher, man. I was 19 years old when I lost to Fletcher. I was 19 years old when I lost to that dog. To full-grown bulldoggers. Now that goes back to what Going Hard them say. Who was you getting these dogs champion off of? Who was you making them champion off of? And that's when it goes back to what I said. Or what I say about myself is, you know, no matter how young I was, I'm not gonna use that as an excuse because I know what the hell I was doing to an extent. You know, I didn't know the every single out and the end, the this and the that and the this and the that, you know, but I knew enough to jump off that porch, and if I can't swim, I can't swim. I'm gonna make it back to the shore. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it back to the shore and I'm gonna come out the next time. If I get my ass kicked, it's all good. I'll come back next time. When I came back the next time for Johnny One Nut, I knew, make this motherfucker get on the scale. Make him get on the scale. We going in at a certain weight. You know what I'm saying? When we did all that shit, oh man, how things change. When you come on the scale and you gotta make these dogs come in at a certain, oh man, things change then. Now, I'ma say I worked with them boys for 2 years straight before their dogs got took. I worked with them for 2 years straight, and not once did I see dynamite, period. Not once did I see you over to, this come talking about dogs or anything. But 2 years after Meliella done born, you show up acting like you in there. Like I said, man, all this is basically about a want to have reputation, man. Like he thought when the name Waccamaw gonna give him all the credentials that they had, whatever they had going on. He thought, like, I don't understand. Who he think want to be Waccamaw? Nobody but him. Like I said, Sonny, you calling people on the back street, this person, that person, this person, trying to clear up your name. Dog, it's too late for all that shit. The lie is out here now. You know what I'm saying? The lie is out here now. And like I said, you weren't answering them people calls all before. Some of them don't care. They just want to hear your voice. Some of them don't care. They'll let you lie to them. Some of them don't care. They'll let you shit them and all kind of shit just to hear you and talk to you and be able to tell their friends they talking to Waccamaw, the real one. Some of them don't care. I ain't them though. You know what I'm saying? I never been them. Never. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about how this dog right here took one of them Little John dogs, put him down, put him to sleep. I forgot the dog mama, it was off Little John, and I forgot the dog mama. You know what I'm saying? Took that Diablo dog, put him down in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. No, they start talking about he got balbesia. He got balbesia and all this and that. All right, you know what I'm saying? They ain't say that when after my dog, but they didn't try to make that as an excuse of why the dog. There's always an excuse of why some of their dogs didn't do what they were supposed to do. Now let's talk about the next lie he got on his dirty section of Facebook and said. I seen him say something about Crossroad going to learn how to do the artificial insemination and coming back and Waccamaw learning how to do it and all that stuff like that, trying to validate how they learn how to save the sperm, and something about the cotton hams taught them. That's a damn lie, man. That's a damn lie. Let me explain something to you. And that goes back, and y'all gonna understand where all this coming from now. When Crossroad and Victor, they went to Texas to learn how to do the AI shit, the saving it and all that in the cylinders. All right. When they went and did that, that's where Sonny said. Sonny, at least he told me, if he lying, like I said, lies. Once you tell one lie, you gotta stand on it. And if he ain't lying, that means he told me the truth. Sonny say that's during the same time Big John got missing. Right after they went to Texas to learn how to do that AI breeding and all that shit like that, Big John got missing a little bit after that. Not they came back and taught me how to do the AI breeding and none of that type of shit like that. This brother is making up shit. He getting told some stuff and he adding stuff to the stuff that he getting told. He's so frustrated. You know what I'm saying? He's so frustrated because this shit ain't going the way he wanted it to be going, that he's coming up here and he's just yelling out shit and he's yelling out stuff that ain't right. He's getting the whole story screwed up back and forth and all kind of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So when Crossroad Eric and Victor, like I told y'all, was best friends or close friends rather, you know what I'm saying? When they went to Texas to learn the situation, Big John went missing a little while later. It was never no. And listen, man, I hung with Crossroad on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Because I could relate more to Crossroad to what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? He was more of a person you could hang with all day. Waccamaw was more on the country shit. Crossroad was more on the city living. You know what I'm saying? But needless to say, I was hanging with Crossroad. He wasn't dealing with no damn Waccamaw like that. As far as, coming to teach you something on a daily basis. Or coming to show you something. It wasn't no program like that. If that was the case, why you didn't breed none of your dogs with Crossroad dogs? Because y'all had something against each other. Not no beef to where like how Dynamite doing, calling the police on people. Y'all had a competition beef. You didn't want none of his shit. He didn't want none of your shit. So y'all kept talking to a minimum. Now let's talk about this, brothers, real quick. Because we're going to go all night. Let's talk about this. You know, some brothers sent a dog named Conway. Brother sent a dog named Conway to be work, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you what brothers did. See, that's why I tell you, man, Waccamaw, he should have kept your dog on a leash. You know what I'm saying? He should have kept your little dog on a leash, because now I'm about to expose what brothers out here doing. When I say doing, I mean not being right with other brothers, not being 100% fair with other brothers. You work that man dog Conway, right? You work Conway, and I want to say he lost to Toby. Right? Now this the thing. The dog ate a plastic, you know how you got them dog houses, right? And you got the plastic that cover the hole in the dog house so they'll keep the wind from going in, the plastic sheet. The dog ate the whole plastic sheet a day before he was supposed to go out. Nobody said nothing. They just kept going and checking his poop, trying to see if he pooped the stuff out, see if he pooped it out. They ain't never tell the brothers that. Trying to see if he pooped it out. He pooped a little bit of it out. But the dog went into the show against Toby with plastic in his stomach. I know this shit for a fact. I seen the dog chew the damn plastic thing. I didn't see him chewing the plastic. I seen the plastic thing all chewed up because I was working with him then. I seen the plastic shit all chewed up. And I seen them going to keep checking the dog shit. They ain't tell them boys the dog just ate a whole plastic sheet. See, Dynamite don't know nothing about the Conway dog. That's a brindle dog. A brindle dog named Conway. He don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, all that shit he doing is just bringing other people into stuff that they don't want to be involved with. Other people and stuff they don't want to be involved with. But he don't understand that long as he can call himself Waccamaw. I tell you, man, you dragging a lot of people in the mud so you can call yourself Waccamaw and live on a lie. You dragging a lot of people in the mud. Them boys don't want no puppies from you. Them boys don't want the puppies you promising them. Only people want the puppies you promising them is Marcel Shepard. And I can't wait, like I said, I can't wait. Why is Saber 2000 even important to y'all? Because I made a name for Mellow Yellow. When I say y'all, I'm talking about Dynamite and Marcel. Why is it even important to you? You want a puppy, and why is it even important to what you want to buy? Because I made a name for Mellow Yellow. It's a difference, dog. It's a difference, man. Like I said, it's really getting ridiculous because, you know what I'm saying, you making up shit and all it's gonna do is drag Waccamaw through the mud. Because the more and more you make up, the more and more I remember. You know what I'm saying? The more and more you make up, the more and more I remember. So we want to know if Split was he a champion when he went on Boat? Because he didn't do anything after Boat. You know, and Chico was already in the magazine saying they showed up with the Ku Klux Klan when he had Awesome Beast on the scale. They didn't even bring Split to the scale on him. You talk shit to Chico, didn't even bring him. But when a 19-year-old, 20-year-old bring his dog that he confident about, you bring him out without even putting him on the scale and shit him on my dog. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, but like I said before, and like I tell anybody, a lot of y'all old schoolers, you ain't did what I did. Even the ones that's in the Wild Wild West, you can't say you beat a Big John dog with Waccamaw. You beat a Big John dog that somebody else had. I beat them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Them been out there hog hunting in all different type of areas. Them been to Santee hog hunting. Really, when I'm speaking about hog hunting, I mean really hog hunting. Done been to different parts of hog hunting. Not with them. See, this is the thing, man. This is the thing between me and Dynamite. I had yellow dogs before I even met Waccamaw. Dealt with yellow dogs before I even met them. I had closer dogs off yellow dealing with other people. Big John, I had 3 Big John dogs. 3 dogs off Big John, and one of my friends had one off Big John. None of them dogs were Big John dog size. All the dogs that we had off Big John were smaller than mellow yellow, them puppies. Brothers who got the mellow yellow, them puppies, you see how big they is? All the dogs that was off Big John was the smaller than mellow yellow puppies. Now, I don't know about YSL because YSL was the runt of the litter. She was the runt. She got an exception. She gonna be in the 40s if she ain't already in the 50s. You know what I'm saying? But them Big John dogs wasn't that big. You mean to tell me Johnson, a dog off Big John, that you got on the yard, supposedly off Big John, you not gonna breed this dog? Get puppies off this dog? Back into your stuff? It's half termite coming down off some great termite dogs, half Big John, supposedly, right? You mean to tell me you're gonna be breeding that black stuff that come off that Paladin stuff? You breeding the hell out of that black poison and black spider and all them, but you ain't gonna breed the termite dog that's supposed to be half termite, half Big John. You ain't gonna breed that to nothing to get puppies off Johnson. He gonna stay over there till he get a tumor on him and he ain't got no puppies. That shows how much you think about the Big John dog. That lets you know that there's something that you know about the Big John dog that we don't know about the Big John dogs. But we know now. You know, we know now, man. And like I said, it ain't my fault that you pass your dog, your name, or whatever over to somebody who is almost, you know what I'm saying, almost in an active investigation. Can't say that it ain't. It ain't my fault, Sonny, that you pass your dogs and your name over to somebody that's calling the police on people. Literally, when you get mad about these dogs. Between one of y'all calling the police on people. And we're going to say him because, you know, you wasn't in none of this stuff. Because you get mad. It ain't no coincidence, man. Nobody don't got to have no proof to this. Listen, dog. The police show up at 2 people's house who arguing with the same person. It ain't no coincidence for none of that. Because you get mad about a damn dog, because a person take their dog from you, or because you can't get this dog to lie to nobody no more, or you can't go pick up a Bobo no more. You can't go get Bobo because folk know you out your line, so you can't go get Bobo and act like he one of your studs. So that's off your stud list. You can't go get Jumping Jack. That's off your stud list. You know what I'm saying? Brothers ain't sticking with them lies. Brothers don't want to even talk to you because you don't know shit about the Big John dogs. You just calling, asking these brothers and sisters and lying. They ain't getting their puppies off the dogs. When they lend you the dogs, they ain't getting their puppies. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you were so pressed on it, Dynamite, for me to send you pictures of my dog bred with John Stone. That's why you were so pressed, because you owed puppies out. So you take my pictures and trying to use my pictures to elevate what you got going on. Elevate your life. No, dog. No. And that's what makes you so mad. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes you so mad. You ain't got it in you, homie. Plain out and simple. Like I said, no matter what you say, no matter what kind of shit, trash shit you talking, only thing we talking about here is there is no dogs from the dog pound, and the Big John sperm, you don't got it. That's all we talking about. All the other shit, we don't give a damn about, man. You know what I'm saying? And now you done made me bring out and tell them boys that Conway was out there working with a stomach full of motherfucking damn plastic. Yeah. How much y'all lost on that, big dog? Thousands. Thousands. You know? Man, This game dirty out here, man. This game dirty out here, and brothers is getting desperate to save face. You know what I'm saying? To save their face. When you ain't had to be in that position from the start. You put yourself in that position. And you still don't understand this is not back in the days. Apparently, sooner or later, you will get the picture. And Dynamite, Sonny gonna give you the white flag and tell you to throw it in a minute. Because this don't stop and it only gonna get worse and worse. Worse and worse. I don't give a damn what you say about me. I'm just gonna keep remembering shit. Keep remembering shit. I ain't trying to sell dogs off an old lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to pump dogs off an old lie. So I mean, hey man, all I can say is keep doing y'all thing. Keep doing your thing. I'm gonna keep doing my thing. Plain out and simple, man. It don't quit for me, like I said. It don't quit for me. All you gonna do is be thumbtags, thumbnails, and all that type of shit. You know, and your folk from the DJ world gonna know you over here getting dragged through the mud. You know what I'm saying? Folk ain't seen you in damn 7 years. I worked over there for 2 years. Melly other them going on 3.5 years old, and you pop up when they 2 years old. Where was you at, dog? Where the dogs that you was holding supposed to be holding then? Since Sonny them come out and talk about that was the second yard. Yeah, it might have been a second yard one time in the past. It wasn't a second yard. It wasn't used as a second yard when them dogs got tooken. No, the hell it wasn't. No, the hell it wasn't. But like I said, man, I ain't even got warmed up yet, man. This small arms fire, man. Salute all my veterans out there, man. Salute all my veterans. Salute to you, Sonny, and your old man, y'all vets. Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? But them lies, them dog lies gotta stop, man. You know what I'm saying? Dog lies gotta stop. And folk out here know, because folk been out here when you wasn't answering that damn phone. See, it pays to treat people right sometimes. And folk start to notice that if you can't get no money out of my pocket, you don't care about me. If you don't got nothing to sell me, then you don't care about me. You know, just pick up the phone and just tell me, yo, man, I'm chilling right now. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, how you been doing? You know, everything okay with you? You know, just holler at me. Don't kick me to the curb. But hey, man, it is what it is. Like I said, we're going to keep this thing going. I appreciate everybody rocking with the Bay. It's your boy PBK9s. Y'all stay safe out there. Y'all stay legal out there. And, you know, we just keep doing what we do, man. Keep doing what we do. And we out.